let's talk about transfer, Akeem. I don't know. I don't know if I have the power, I'm going to stop this deal. If I have the power, I'm going to stop this deal. Is Real Madrid, going for Diamante, that's the player of RB Leipzig, is being the most talked about guy in the transfer window this summer, and we are, trying to get our head, around the fact that his club is demanding for over 100 million euros for an unproven talent. We've seen PSG pulled out. We've seen is it Arsenal, Liverpool also pulled out. Now Man City as well also. Now we are now hearing talks about Real Madrid, set to reach agreement in principle.
For me, when I saw after the World Cup, while the World Cup was on, and there was talk about his performance for Cote d'Ivoire, he had a very bad tournament basically, and people were saying Leipzig should have just collected the 100 million, I think, from Liverpool before the World Cup, and now they are probably going to blame themselves for not taking that offer. But now, to everyone's surprise, we are still hearing over 100 million for Diamante, and the man here, Jose Mourinho, is definitely the man that is probably asking for this signing. And I look into that team, it has to be, Shay. It has to be. I critically look into that team to see why they desperately need this guy. And I feel it's like in response to what Barcelona is doing. Definitely, it's always a Barcelona versus Madrid battle. Any of them that wins this season, their league this season, next season the other team wants to get it back. It has always been like that. And also with all the challenges that they had this season, I'm sure they want to go all out next season. Clearly, this is why they are trying to do this. And I look at the reason why they might be doing it. We are still talking about Mbappe and Vinicius, who plays the left, who plays in the middle. As if that is not enough. You are bringing in another speedster, over 100 million. That means he has to play. And there's only one way. I realize that Diamante actually can play from the right, and the only guy they've got there is the other Brazilian guy, Rodrigo, and he's injured. We don't know when he's going to come back yet. And probably, maybe Mourinho is not a fan of that guy. And we know Mourinho to like African players, rugged African players. There's one thing he likes about Africans, and definitely if he wants to play him from the right, then that means we'll have a speedster all in their top 3 up front, maybe 4 up front. So I think they're trying to match the energy.
We have been hearing talks of, this boy coming, to Real Madrid to replace Vinicius. Yeah. Vinicius to Arsenal. Yeah. Does it make any sense? Like I told somebody just a couple of minutes ago, Vinicius is a proven talent. Yes, 26 years of age. This boy is still probably 19 or 20, but not proven. But he's a boy that can still give you one good season. Yeah. He's a boy that can still give you 9 solid years at the top. That if he actually goes well to perform and fulfill his potential and all of that. But when you look at Vinicius going to Arsenal, and I don't know if that's what Arsenal needs, but I think Real Madrid are actually gambling too much. Saying, I don't know if they would definitely allow Vinicius to leave, but if it's true what we have been reading, and in the mind of Real Madrid, they thought is a perfect replacement for Vinicius, I don't think that makes sense.
First, it doesn't make sense. I don't think Diamante is anywhere Vinicius level. Let's rule that out first. That's one. Secondly, for Vinicius move to Arsenal, for Madrid letting him leave, there's one question mark there. I doubt that they will let him leave, because he's one of their best players, if not their best player. Because of course, before the arrival of Kylian Mbappe, he's definitely the face of the project, star boy of the team. So now, why would Vinicius agree to a move to Arsenal? That's the $1 million question, because he's arguably in the best club in the world. I'm not sure there is any club that is bigger than Real Madrid.
But he's having contract issue. He wants to
hold on,
as big as Kylian.
That's the biggest team in the world. So if you are living in Real Madrid, I expect that you probably want to go to a team like PSG, maybe Bayern Munich, you know, a team that is close enough.
In that size.
Yes, in that size. I'm not sure you will go to any team in England. Let me just not say Arsenal in England. I'm not sure you want to.
So
if he has to go, hold on. So if he has to go.
Sorry, Akim. So you don't think Arsenal is in?
It's not even about Arsenal. That's why I don't want to say Arsenal. So it doesn't look like, oh, Akim doesn't like Arsenal. Yeah. So I don't think he will go to any team in England. That is number one. Number two, if he has to go, that's a downgrade. If he's downgrading, it will be because maybe he has a better offer, maybe better pay rise. He's around over 400 pounds salary now. If he wants to come, that means you need to give him around 450 or thereabout, or maybe even 500.
To join Arsenal.
You keep saying Arsenal. Don't let me say Arsenal. I won't say England. Who among the English teams wants to pay that?
I think Man City can pay. Eddie Holland is on a similar contract.
If you are getting Vinicius, you have a Maresca that doesn't like egoistic players. That's going to rule him out for that. That's one. Two, they have Doku on that left. They have to sell Doku to bring in Vinicius to play on that left. Are you sure they want to take that?
But there's a space for him at Arsenal.
I don't think so. Yeah. For Arsenal, another reason why I think Arsenal will not be able to sign him apart from the salary is Arteta. I think Arteta has done well to take out most of the players that are egoistic in that team. So going to bring a Vinicius into that team is probably going to give them a hell of a problem in that locker room. And that's one thing I don't think Arteta will want to give a shot. I'm not sure, but I think he will not want to even try that. For that reason alone. Let's say somehow they find a way to work on their balance sheet and then they are able to pay the salary. Arteta is not going to have to deal with Vinicius' ego. I'm not sure he will bring in that kind of player because it's a big player. He's going to want to have a say in almost everything in that team. So that's not something that Arteta would want. He did a hell of a job to send away players that can actually question his
cause him some problem in the dressing room. Okay, but for now, Vinicius Junior is still trying to get Real Madrid probably to renew his contract. We all know why. There's been a lot of speculation about his future at Real Madrid. It's down to the contract, and it's also down to the presence of Kylian Mbappe and what the French star is currently earning. But I know very, very well that Mourinho definitely loves to have quality players, at his disposal. So letting him to leave could be
to weaken their team.
Yeah, to weaken the team, but they can make probably 150, 140 from Vinicius sales as well.
Maybe more.
Maybe more. I agree with you.